So I'm really excited that I'm right here making this video because it hasn't been easy at all to get to this point. The last 2 months, especially on this account, have been extremely difficult. But I'm glad that we're finally here and I'm right here with you guys. You're witnessing everything and I'm making this video today. This is a continuation. Maybe this video is part 3 or part 4 of the series on the challenge that I took on to grow a small account of $3,500 and take it all the way up to $50,000. And the last time in September, I made an update on this. We were up around $22,000 on that account. But unfortunately, in the month of October, things took a turn. So I moved from the level where we were at $22,000. I traded down to $9,000. More than 50% of the account was lost. Well, now we have recovered. We're now standing at over $30,000 now. And in this video, I want to walk you guys through everything that happened because you probably watched this on social media. I made a 1-minute video, but it doesn't give you everything for you to understand or at least to learn anything from it. So this video is exactly that. I will be showing you the chart. I'll be showing you the account. I'll again show you the wallet or the funds where they went, wins and losses, so that you get a real understanding of what trading really looks like and don't get misled by all the crypto influencers who lie about what trading is, or most of them don't even trade. So yeah, let's get to it. But if you are just watching this for the first time, my name is Great BTC. I've been a crypto trader for a long time. And if you want to know more about me, you can watch previous video, like part 1 and 2 of this is exciting. And yeah, now let's get into the trading desk and I'll show you guys exactly what happened. Most importantly, I will show you guys the very important thing that I did to turn things around and get back to winning again when I was at my absolute low. I was losing money. And also at the end, I have something really cool that you will like. So stick around, subscribe, like, leave a comment or something, say something positive, or even if it's bad, if you have something bad to say, let me know. But yeah, let's get to it. So I've been trading obviously on this account on OKX. Link to OKX is in the description below as well if you want to get started with trading on this platform. I love it. It's incredible. So this is what happened. This is the account. I will go to my assets. I don't know where we are now. Okay, so we're at 29,746. It was more, but because I'm trading Ethereum and it went down a little bit, you can see right now that things are a little bit down. Just a little bit though. But that's not a problem because that's how markets work. So if I go to my trade, perpetual swaps, you'll be able to see also that I do have trades open. That's why it's still up and down. Right now I have an Ethereum position that is at a loss of 1,600, and I have another position on Ethereum that is in the profit of $3,794. So you can see this is still up and down playing around. That's why it's never stable. That's trading for you. So now that you can see in the account what really happened, what transpired. So I'll go into my analysis on this account and you guys can see, I'll go to the overview of how things transpired. So I'll open a 6-month overview of this account. We started here in June. Boom, $3,500, and we rise all the way to 22K, and from there we started going down to 9K, and now we went all the way to about 31,000, right? So this is the first thing that went wrong. Number one was my bias became invalid in the market. So for those of you who have been in my trading bootcamp, my students, or in any of my courses, you have seen me talk about market bias. You have to develop a market bias. Where is the market going? And then you have to make sure that your trading is related or at least aligned with the bias. So I was still in the bearish mindset that the markets are bearish. There's not enough liquidity in the market to push it up. Macroeconomics does not look that great. And then, maybe everything else might pump a little bit, but it's meant to crash back because that's what happens in the bear market. So that has served me well on the previous trades because if you look at my trading analysis previously, it was mostly, I was making more money on the shorts because I was mostly shorting, right? So I took a wrong short, which I'll show you, and that one got me. It ended up becoming a loss, and it was on a coin called TRB. Now, the question you might want to ask is, okay, how did you arrive at trading TRB to begin with? That's when it becomes more interesting. So quickly, On bias, when you have market bias, you think that markets are going up or going down, they do have an expiry date. If you have the right bias and you're making money because you are aligned with the market, all good. But it reaches at a point where things turn around, and that's the moment you lose money. And you're bound to lose money in that moment. And I know that. I calculated that whenever the strategy reverses, when there's a trend reversal, you're bound to lose money. But my loss was extremely severe. Even though I didn't blow the account, but still, it was very unacceptable. I let it go for a very long time, and that was because of volatility. So, number one, it was the bias. Number two was my strategies were abandoned. Now, as you can see, it's speaking more about me, the character. Mostly, I'm trading using two strategies, as I explained before. I'm trading swing positions in a long term on a daily chart or weekly chart, or I'm looking for an edge. I always tell you guys, don't trade without an edge. Don't trade without an edge. And I had an edge. I've been talking about a Gala trade. That Gala was oversold. It needs to bounce back. And I knew my next trade was supposed to just be buy Gala and be on the sideline and wait for it to pump. But what ended up happening was that instead of me waiting, I was looking at all the activity in the market, TRB pumping so hard, and I just wanted in on the action. My other strategy is obviously the nitrous bull. I trade with the nitrous bull. I either do a swing trade using oversold coins, buy them low and sell when they recover, or I rely on the nitrous bull when it comes to technicals. Just looking at technicals, it tells me when to buy and when to sell. It's by far the reason why I've been successful on this account anyway. In most of my trades in general, I use the nitrous bull indicator. You can see it on the screen what it does. It gives you signals, buy and sell, bull or bear. When it's bull, you buy. When it's bear, you sell. Just like you can see here on Bitcoin, 4 hours, it went bullish right here. And then you were supposed to, if you went in here, you are in the wins. So on Ethereum, for example, on Ethereum, you can see that if I go on the daily chart, the nitrous bull have gone bullish since 22nd of October, right? But it wasn't pumping that much until literally yesterday, as compared to all the other coins. So what ended up happening to me was that I got so far, I wanted the action. I felt like I was not doing anything. And you have to consider the pressure that comes with trading publicly. It's easy when you're trading on your own, you're not under pressure, nobody knows what you're doing. But I know that a lot of guys are watching and they want to see the progress. And I felt like I needed to perform. So I wanted action. I have to look like I'm doing something. I have to be winning. And that got into my head a little bit. And I ended up just falling for whatever was the hardest thing to make money from. So I ended up taking TRB trades. I will share all the trading data, by the way, the spreadsheets of all the trading analysis to those of you who are in my alpha group. If you're not in the alpha group, link is in the description. But basically, if I go to my order, to the order center, and I go simply in October, okay, 1st of October to 31st, and this was the point where things started going wrong, right? You can see I had a consecutive of bad trades here, and I sort of made a few good ones, but eventually I ended up getting liquidated here. On TRB, I lost $4,000. Before that, I had lost on Aptos as well, $1,600. Got stopped, and then I had a Bitcoin losing position on there as well. Now, things like losing money in a trade is nothing new to me. I'm used to it. I'm a trader. But what went wrong is that I resorted into developing a new strategy that was influenced by me wanting to fight back, wanting to come back to the market and get my money back. And that hit me, and I started making a series of bad trades because instead of sticking to my swing moves, I was looking for very short-term activity. So it was high leverage, exposure to based on the smaller volatility of Bitcoin because it was ranging a lot. So I was like, okay, it's ranging, it's not going anywhere, so the swings are not going to go anywhere. So I might as well just enter the action, trade the shorter time frames. I know how to trade that. That's how I built this account. But when you're trading with this much capital, the emotional capacity to handle becomes a little bit overwhelming when the money is bigger on the account. So you have to balance those two forces, and that's what I was attempting to do. And then I kept losing. And if you will have access to this document, you'll be able to see all the trades and maybe also what was going on in my head. And it was more a little bit of revenge trading strategy, right? I wanted in on the action. And the third one obviously was I wanted to revenge on the trading. And then I reached a moment where I did the unimaginable. that helped me to basically recover from my losses and make the right moves. Guess what I did? I stopped trading. I always know that you have to do this. To all the legends that I've read their books on trading, all the best traders, they have had their good days, they have had their bad days. And there's always one thing that you have to do when you're not winning. Stay away from the market. Do not trade. So it was strange because I was doing okay on my other accounts that I trade, my personal ones, privately. It was only this account that was not performing. And it was obviously because of the pressure that I had on it. So I decided to just stop trading at all and revisit the market later. So, I was in Bali. I ended up just chilling here, do a little bit more physical fitness. And as you can see, even on social media, I was posting a lot more physical fitness stuff, less on this account updates. And I came back to the market about 2 weeks later, had an overview of what's going on in the market. Then I had a fresh mind with good judgment. And guess what I found when I came back? The same opportunities that I was seeing before, Gala and Ethereum. I still saw them. I was like, okay, it seems very obvious. Like, why did I ignore these trades? So I took positions on Gala and Ethereum, and then I waited them out. So you'll be able to see, in the position history that most of my funds, most of my gains actually here have come from Gala and Ethereum, which I was supposed to do to just focus on that all along. But it seems like I was confused about it and I was chasing something else. So I came back, looked at the market, looked at the positions. I took a Gala trade. I also went into Matic a little bit, and then everything started recovering. Then I recovered, and then after I recovered, Ethereum broke out, and then boom, the next was history. And we made money on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Gala, and Matic, Polygon. And that was basically it. I had to step away just to come back in with a fresh mind. Now, this might seem easy to say now, but to practice these things is incredibly difficult. I'm aware of it, and if you have traded before, you know what happens. There's one thing that I did correct in this story is that I didn't blow my account. But most importantly, I did not give up and get dismayed that, oh, I'm at a loss now, oh my gosh, I feel so bad, and then abandon trading at all. The emotional strength that you need to have to be a trader has to be among the best in the world. And it doesn't come natural. It's something that you develop over time and over time. Because you have to imagine, I went back to 9,000. Even though it felt great to come back to 22,000 and recover, let's say break even, it still didn't feel like winning. Which can also be a bad thing because you always feel like you have to be beating your last trade. And that is usually a bad move to make. And on all those trades that I won, it was basically sticking to my strategy. I was using the Natros Bull. I was only opening a trade when it tells me to go bullish. When I see the signal, I go until my TP has been hit and then I close, or I can sacrifice, take more risk, but with the profits, as long as my capital is preserved. So far, I'm just glad that with this experiment so far, you guys have seen that it is 100% possible to make a living from trading. If you have the discipline to do the right things, because it's not really hard to trade, but it's all about fear and greed. If you can learn how to control those things, you can be extremely, extremely successful. This is only a $3,000 account. Imagine if I had started with this with $300,000, it means would have been at 3 million right now. That's the opportunity that trading presents you, and it's real. You just have to embrace it. So what I have done, I've created a free course for those of you who want to get started with trading. The link is in the description below. It will take you to cryptouniversity.network. There is a free course for those of you who want to get started with trading as beginners. You have never traded before, or maybe you just know a few things. I'll give you a strategy that will help you to start earning small, $100 a day or something, and then you start growing that and that and that. And another thing also is that the bull market is here, presenting an incredible opportunity for all of us to now make life-changing money from cryptocurrency. So I have an alpha group, which is a small group of like-minded individuals. We share our analysis, trades, and opportunities that are available in the market. All right. If you're a complete noob and all you need is like a course, a full-on course, you should sign up for the Web3 Masterclass. Why don't I call it the Crypto Trading Masterclass? Is because the Web3 Masterclass does not only just cover trading charts and stuff. It covers other types of trading that are also relevant in crypto, that brings profit, that have nothing to do with charts. So it's different types of stuff. Decentralized finance, maybe you have heard of staking, yield farming, and P2P finance. Different ways of how you can trade crypto are all included in the Web3 Masterclass. Of course, including trading charts, perpetual swaps and stuff. So make sure you take it if you're serious about trading, and I hope I'll see you in the Alpha group as well. Thank you guys for watching this video to the end. Don't forget to drop a comment and let me know your thoughts. But I just like to be transparent with you guys, sharing everything so that you get the right mindset about trading, because I know that social media is very misleading. So many liars and influencers are fake, lying to people. They don't even trade themselves. They just pretend, and I see them all the time entering trades with 50x and 100x leverage, pretending to make money. That's all BS, guys, right? Trading is what I'm showing you right now. It's real. It's hard. It requires discipline, but it's 100% possible to do it and for you to live a successful life. I'll see you on the next video. Stay awesome.